Repeating a phrase or keyword.
One of the most important empathic listening techniques is to let the speaker know we are accompanying him by repeating, from time to time, one word or a few in the same tone of voice that he has used. Michele, a young African-American professional, has been sharing some of her troubles with Susan. Susan repeats one of the expressions that Michele has used.
It's never going to be like it was. Automatically,
What was?
It's never going to be like it was. It's never going to be, hey, what's going on with you, and blah, blah, blah. And
because this is the first time that Susan has used this approach, Michele is taken a little back by it and goes back to emphasize what she has just said. Something similar happens the next time that Susan uses the approach.
Parents, just before graduation, like the week before graduation, you don't really go to school. So you can
no school.
Yeah, you don't have to go to school, so she went home.
Some have accused Carl Rogers of being directive. According to the critics, these empathic responses reward the speaker for focusing on the topics the listener wants him to focus on, and thus it is the listener who directs the conversation. This is not the case. When a person is interrupted by an empathic listener with an observation or comment that is distracting, the speaker makes it clear that this was an interruption. Unless the interruption constitutes a more serious breach of trust, the party continues to speak and control the conversation.
As smart as he is and intelligent as he is, it really bothers me that he cannot see that actually if you educated a little bit more people, then you wouldn't feel the way that you feel.
Now, where's Dave from?
Dave is from...
Michele explains that Dave has lived several years in California and he is now living in Oregon. Having lost track of where she was, Michele seems somewhat distracted and moves her hand, taps her fingers on the desk, as if to say, let's go back to the topic. Another way that people attempt to gain control over a conversation when they have been distracted is with the use of the word so or but.
So... and it's only white people that he has a problem with, by the way. It can be.
The first time that you use this approach, you're likely to feel somewhat self-conscious. With time, you will feel more comfortable, and the listener tends to understand that this is another way of showing her that you are listening, and very soon will not stop or hesitate as she is speaking.